Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 9:30 p.m. This is the earliest we've streamed. Isn't that crazy? This is the first time we're not doing like an overnight live stream. With that being said, there's a solid chance that we're gonna go till at least 1 in the morning till our pack limit refresh hits. But that's besides the point. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCGP live stream, another Pokemon Pocket live stream. Mikolo, first one joining the stream. Mikolo, I got a question for you. Do you get notifications for these streams? Because I swear you are here pretty quick every time, and I'm still learning about the whole vertical stream style. Again, this is technically a vertical stream, even though it's like a square aspect ratio, so it's like you can watch it pretty comfortably on PC. So you do get notifications. That's pretty sick. Yeah, off meta decks. Well, so off meta is definitely going to be kind of a spectrum statement here. Just because I want to go over what we're going to be using here in today's stream. Now, meta is what I would consider like Gyarados, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Celebi. Kind of the standard ones that you would see that are like very easy, simple to play. But what we're going to be starting the day off with is something that I think has kind of been coming out a little bit more often from players that are experimenting. But this is something that I actually cooked up earlier today, and I played a couple of matches on my phone. I haven't named the deck yet, but we've got the coin flip Mankey, right? 1 energy, focus fist, 50 damage. But here's the catch. You have to flip the coin. If it lands tails, it does nothing. If it lands heads, it hits for 50. We pair that with not the usual Primeape that I use. Usually I use the Primeape that does 100 damage if it's hurt, and I pair that with the Mankey that hurts itself. I just feel like that's not a super reliable combo. So we've got this version of Primeape that kind of comes from Mankey, who's now a 50-50 if it's going to land 50 damage, and then you turn it into a guaranteed 1 energy 50 damage. Now we have 2 sets of both of those, and we pair it with Farfetch'd, a Pokemon who again is a colorless 1 energy type that or 1 energy attack type that does 40 damage, very reliable to like hard hitting with 1 energy consumed. And then we throw Tauros into this deck, a non-EX card that has the potential of hitting for 120 damage if it's going up against an EX card. So Tauros with Giovanni is going to one hit Celebi. And for that reason, I rock 2 Giovannis, and we actually don't have a Sabrina in this deck. Then, just pair everything all together. We do have 1 EX card, and that's going to be Aerodactyl, who is going to hit for very reliable damage, be able to tank a hit from another EX card. And most importantly, doesn't take up one of your basic Pokemon slots because it evolves from the old Amber. So this deck, I think I'm like 2 or 3-0 with it. I haven't played around with it much because I really wanted to, use it on stream. But this is what we're going to be using. Now we need to give this deck a name, and normally I name it based off of like the Pokemon we have, but we have like multiple different ones here, so this is just kind of a low energy. I know, boring name. It was originally going to be a colorless deck, like a completely colorless deck, but I feel like Mankey, Primeape, and Aerodactyl were just too strong to not pair this deck with. That's what we're starting the day off with, though. We'll see how it goes. Isn't the OG Primeape just better? Well, the thing is, with this deck, I don't want to be dumping 2 energy into Primeape. Since Tauros, ideally, we can get 2 of them going. Does, 120 damage with 3 energy? I don't know. It's an interesting deck. You have a lot of different options, since primarily you're fighting with non-EX Pokemon. You could also throw Marshadow in this deck. I think that would work pretty well, but we'll see. Like I said, I have very minimal experience with this deck. And game number 1 looks like we're gonna be playing up against a fire deck. So we'll throw Mankey on the front line. We go first. We'll see who they turn over. Vulpix. So I felt like the little bit of experience that I had with this deck, we very much hard countered the Ninetales and Rapidash deck. I did a community post actually about this, like a screenshot of this kind of exact scenario where we had an old Amber on the board, a Tauros, Mankey on the front line. We have Primeape ready to one-hit Vulpix if they don't evolve. which they're not going to be able to. So unless they land heads here or throw a basic Pokemon down, this game is actually going to be over instantly. Because we'll be able to evolve on Primeape when we act on our first energy. So they are going to end up getting a Pokeball there. But this is actually probably the most ideal matchup, especially with the Giovanni in hand. That Salandit we're going to one-hit. Ponyta we could one-hit. But everything relies on this initial Tails. They land heads, so that's going to be big for them. They're going to be able to survive. We can't attack with Mankey. But with that being said, I'm pretty sure if we evolve the Primeape, it'll completely get rid of that effect. So now we can attack. We're going to evolve to Aerodactyl as well. So I didn't even realize how hard of a counter this start was. We can one-hit Vulpix. They're not going to be able to evolve Ponyta into Rapidash because Aerodactyl's already on the board. And you can see our opponent already left. This was the first game we played on stream with this deck. In overall, right? Overall, this is my 4th time playing this deck. and this is the 2nd time I'm playing against a Rapidash Ninetales, so a Blame deck. Dude, that actually was an insane start. That is a perfect example of why I think this actually works really well. Because there's nothing they can do at this point. Salandit gets auto thrown into the front line here, which is good for them. You know, if they try to go for Rapidash, obviously Aerodactyl's passive ability stops the evolution. So Salandit is their only option. But they hit us with Salandit, or they throw that energy on Ponyta, right? We kill Salandit with Primeape, so we've already taken out 2 Pokemon with like 1 energy. We throw another energy on Aerodactyl during the turn where we're knocking Salandit with Primeape. They bring in Rapidash, and then Aerodactyl just kills it if we get another Giovanni. If not, Aerodactyl takes a hit, and then we kill it. It's crazy. Have I tried the new Golem deck? I don't know about a new Golem deck. I've used like the new Golem cards, like the Geodude, Graveler Golem, and I made a deck out of it, but I don't know if there's like been some changes to what people commonly throw in that collection outside of like what I did. But yes, I have, I guess, yes, I have used it. Paid Actor, literally, dude. Just like that, first game with this deck. First game with the deck, opponent rage quit. That's crazy. We did have, like I said, a perfect counter and a great hand. That is wild, though. Everything I was talking about kind of just like came into play immediately. That's the power of the coin flip Mankey and Primeape is, again, 1 energy does 50 damage. And a lot of starters right now, since the Drud meta is kind of slowing down, a lot of starters are only, you know, 50 HP or less, especially against Gyarados. This deck is nice. I'd love to go against a Gyarados deck where they have to frontline Magikarp, especially if we get a turn 2. We're just going to insta-kill. If we get turn 1, we're still deadly. Starting off with a lead Mankey is like very ideal. We have Old Amber again. We are going 2nd, so we're not going to be able to have Aerodactyl immediately. Oh my god, dude. This is not pre-recorded. What is happening right now? They have to put Drud in. Luckily, they're able to with Magikarp if they put that energy down. But we're going 2nd, so I don't know how they're going to get out of this. They'll have to use an X speed. We could obviously land Tails here, but for the plot, we land heads. Now, again, keep in mind, I don't actually rock Sabrina on this deck. But this is a wild start. This is, again, a perfect start. The only thing that can make this better here is if we pull Primeape. We have both Giovannis when we have Primeape. Oh my god, dude. We have everything. We have the full arsenal. So let me scratch that. The only thing that can make this better is if we land heads here and insta-kill Magikarp. Oh, dude, we needed that. We needed that. That could have been crazy. Okay, so not the unbeatable start. Yeah, I don't know who wrote this script, man. That was crazy. Okay, we're gonna be in a sticky situation here, especially if this Misty goes on the front line Magikarp and they already have Gyarados. Then we might be a little cooked. All right, one's not the end of the world. It was on that Magikarp, so they definitely have Gyarados. Oh my god, I was about to say they attacked. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We do have Primate, which is not the end of the world. And Aerodactyl's going to be out here, so if we can eventually somehow get one of those Pokemon on the front line, then we'll be chilling. We've got 2 sets of Aerodactyl, which I think we're going to have to end up using. Just because Gyarados is going to be hitting so hard. But we'll go ahead and lay this energy down. No sense in using the Giovanni, because I don't see a world where they're going to Potion Drud. And if they do Potion Drud, we'll just throw Aerodactyl out. Only problem is that Misty, giving them the extra energy, is going to allow Gyarados to potentially trade my Aerodactyl if they do end up using this potion. And they have Greninja immediately ready to go. Ooh. Yeah, we really needed that Mankey to hit heads. If Mankey hits heads, then they'd be very behind right now. They'd still have Greninja, which is deadly. Surprisingly enough, they decided to go after my Primeape with Greninja. I don't see the logic there behind that. We do have 2 Aerodactyls up and ready to go. Again, I could X-Speed out of this, but then Gyarados potentially would just trade. The thing is, maybe they don't have Gyarados in hand right now. Because why not have already evolved the 3 energy Magikarp? They'll obviously have it ready in a situation where they do top deck it. But right now, we have a lot of pressure on, and they're relying on a top deck. They do have only 8 cards left. This Magikarp frontlining means they don't have Gyarados. Did they top deck it? We can't dodge much longer. This is the problem. Primeape's going down. They'll need to top deck Gyarados. Please switch in the other Magikarp. Oh, dude, imagine. Okay. Tauros is helpful in this situation, but not going to be doing too much because we are going to be vulnerable to a one-hit to the trade Gyarados anyway. Thing is, we're going to need to pull another one of our Mankeys to frontline again. If we can do that, then we can win this. Again, no point in the Giovanni. I probably should have put that energy on Aerodactyl. I didn't realize it only had 1. That was a bit of a fumble. We could frontline Tauros, but then he still gets traded. Definitely made a mistake there by putting the energy on Tauros instead. That was a complete misplay. I thought I had 2 energy already on this Aerodactyl. I didn't realize I went 1 and 1. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I think this is one of the biggest issues of me playing on my iPad compared to my phone. I feel like I make a lot of those decisions on accident on my iPad, but I don't on my phone. I think it's just because the energy is like further split apart on this screen. The problem is I gave him just another opportunity to top deck Gyarados there. Okay, but we do get the Mankey. Probably Sabrina could be better than Giovanni with that Aerodactyl. Yeah, I think we might try to put Sabrina in this deck. I'll have to double check to see what we can play around with. Okay, this is a relatively ideal situation. Our mistake doesn't come back to hurt us. It actually kind of benefits us here because we do have that energy on Tauros already. And we can retreat Aerodactyl out and frontline Mankey, who I don't need to attack with. If they have a Sabrina, it's still going to be game over. But Hey, borderline, I need Tauros actually to frontline. Well, no, because it needs to survive against Magikarp. I think we're still gonna be dead, to be honest. The only way we're not dead is if I could have killed Drud already. I think that's the only way we wouldn't have died. But again, as soon as they get Gyarados online, Aerodactyl's dead. So this game's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I should have been pressuring him. You don't have Gyarados? Yeah, but he's gonna get it soon. That's the problem. I definitely should have put more pressure on here. I agree with what you guys are saying for sure. I don't like at all how I played this, and I think this is a little bit of inexperience with this deck. This is the first time I've gone deep in a game. Like I said, most of my experience so far has just been what happened earlier. Where we just kind of instantly win. Throw this Pokeball down. There's Farfetch'd. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot we were playing Farfetch'd in this deck because I haven't pulled it at all since we started. Wish I had another X speed in hand. Because even now we're still not gonna have guaranteed damage. That's tragic. Nah, chat. I see a little bit of debate on Aerodactyl's ability. When Aerodactyl is on the bench, it still prevents your opponent's active Pokemon from evolving. But the problem is we can't get Magikarp in the active slot to prevent it from evolving. Our opponent has too many players on their bench and around. This is what I was hoping to prevent was that Gyarados attacking one of my non-EX Pokemon. So basically, if Aerodactyl stayed in the front position, I think the problem is just there's no way we were gonna have dealt with that Magikarp. So the best thing I could have done was keep the pressure on, and maybe if I just 4-hit there, maybe we would have stalled long enough. I don't think even that would have made a difference. There's no way you can win. Yeah. No, I'm aware. I'd say we misplayed it by not attacking in a situation where we had Aerodactyl on the front line, but regardless of misplaying it, there was no way we would have won it because they still ended up getting Gyarados. Yeah, without us getting the early hit on the Magikarp, that was kind of where the game went wrong. We had a great start, but we just didn't get that early hit. I want to see if there's something we could change on the deck to maybe add in maybe just one set of Aerodactyl. I like having 2 Giovannis. What would you guys think I should take away here from this deck? The Pokeball is helpful because we have a whole bunch of basic. The Farfetch doesn't make sense for you? Well, if we don't start with Mankey, right, we can lead with Farfetch, who's a crazy hard hitter for 1 energy. Farfetch is just like, okay, if you get first to act on energy, right? You hit for 40. You pull another card that you can put on the bench on the next turn, when you get your second energy, you can already load your bench energy, and now you've already hit for 80 damage with Farfetch. Farfetch is a great start. I'm debating whether or not we should take out one of the X speeds, or maybe even have just one Aerodactyl. I think playing one Aerodactyl and then opening up the spot for 2 Sabrina could be the move, because Aerodactyl isn't really our like setup. Aerodactyl's more so like a nice bonus. This is like a very early game deck. I think if you go late game with this deck, you're not going to be in a good situation. Farfetch isn't that good with Mankey. I don't know. I like the idea of these being very low energy, like constant damage cards. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Again, we just built this deck. This is the first time I'm playing up against a psychic deck. They might have the perfect start here. At least their Jinx is going to be 2-hit vulnerable, and this is the situation where I say Farfetch is really good, because we're going to immediately put pressure on that Jinx to be gone. We have Mankey for the bench. See if we can grab an egg, since we do already have Aerodactyl, although they don't really need to worry about evolutions. Although it would be helpful to have that, just because what we could have done is 2-hit Jinx, force their Ralts in position when the Mew couldn't attack, and then prevented it from evolving. We're going to drop Mankey just to see if we can get a guaranteed Primate on the next turn, but this is where we just start pecking away at the HP. Dang. RIP the attention starved. So yeah, they're obviously just gonna get Mewtwo up and running as soon as possible. End up pulling another Mankey there, which is not ideal. Tauros is who we really needed to see from those Pokeballs. Getting 2 Mankey in a row is tough. Because if we had Tauros, we could already set up kind of an insta-kill on Mewtwo, right? We get this point on Jinx on this turn. Mewtwo comes in, maybe hits Farfetch for 50 or 60 with the Giovanni. We throw Mankey in. If we get one hit on Mankey, then we can clean up Mewtwo with a Tauros. We're going against literally one of the top meta decks, though. On the bright side, able to get that first point on the board pretty early. Okay, so they didn't use a Giovanni, which is actually going to help out a lot. Tauros just would have been nice to already have. But we could probably stall long enough to get Tauros up and moving against this Mewtwo. There's no situation here where I don't take this damage. Hopefully they just keep frontlining Mewtwo. This is why I really like having just one energy attacking Pokemon. The Sabrina would not be helpful in this scenario, because all of my Pokemon are gonna get one tapped by Mewtwo, and hopefully they just think that their Mewtwo can solo. Obviously we frontline with Mankey here. We just lay that energy down. Throw Farfetch'd out to prevent a Sabrina. And then if we land this heads, we'll be in a really good position. We don't need it though, that's the thing, we don't need it. Because maybe they think like one potion will be good enough. And even if Mewtwo had full HP, we're still going to be hitting for, what, 120? I mean, we'll see. Because we have Giovanni, so a potion won't save it. The only scenario where we're in trouble is if Mewtwo ends up getting full HP. Unfortunately, Jinx got leveled up there quick, though. Yeah, we need some type of damage from Mankey there, but wouldn't have made a difference. We can survive this Jinx attack. But then they just come in with Mewtwo and clean up now that we have 2 points against us. We have to Sabrina. They throw in Gardevoir, which is the obvious, you know, play. There's just no world where we can clean it up. We really need to get Aerodactyl online for a little bit of added pressure. Because if we had Aerodactyl online, then we could 2-hit Gardevoir here. Especially, we could have used the other Sabrina to force them to maybe put Mewtwo in and then just clean up with Tauros. This is gonna be a process. Obviously, we still need to learn this deck a little bit more. That's gonna be GG's though. But there's also, you know, combination of things. We need to learn the deck and how to play it properly. There's also the fact that I think despite, like, if you play it at the best of your ability, probably 70% of the time you're gonna lose to a Mewtwo or Gyarados. You just need to have like that perfect start with this deck to like fight them off. I mean, there's a reason the meta decks are the meta decks. Why no promo Mankey? Play better meta deck? Well, the whole point, the whole objective of this stream isn't to just go on a crazy win streak. We're trying to just use fun, different decks that you never see. Like, I'm sure none of you guys in the chat have ever played against the deck that we're using right now. I sure haven't. We got Primate, we got the Old Amber and Aerodactyl with a Pokeball. This could be a good start. Venipede is leading for them. We get first energy attack. What deck do I hate to play against? None, really. I'm gonna be honest. What level am I? I think I'm like 44 or 43. Play the Celebi deck. Is that what you guys actually want to see? I haven't played Celebi since the first day Mythical Island came out. Ooh. We got our second Primate. Let's see if we can get one of the Mankeys. Nice. So we'll prepare a couple evolutions here. But you already know we're gonna immediately put the pressure on with Farfetch'd. I'd imagine they're gonna put this energy on Coughing and evolve to Wheezing. Kind of making them pivot early here. About Melmetal deck. We actually just did a gameplay and a whole video on a Melmetal deck. Okay, they fully used every single card in their hand. They loaded up quick. They only have 8 cards left in their deck. I have 13. That was a crazy start. So they're gonna hit us for 40 on this turn. No reason to frontline Farfetch'd anymore. In an ideal world, what we could do is put Mankey in into Primeape. I do want to get the trade with Aerodactyl. That's the problem. But we could hit for 110 if we use Farfetch's attack against Weezing. Problem is, most likely Weezing gets Koga'd out of there. So I think we just evolve Aerodactyl, evolve Primeape, throw this energy on Aerodactyl, and then sacrifice Farfetch'd. Because most likely, again, they remove Weezing with Koga. Okay, they got the perfect setup. We could have allowed Farfetch'd to survive and put Primeape in to put pressure on Weezing. But I kind of wanted Aerodactyl to be in the active slot if they do get this trade against us. They ended their turn there. So we'll get the trade back. Aerodactyl is going to be poisoned, and we'll just have to see if they have the next evolution here. We have our hard hitter front lining. Tauros is going to be relatively useless here in this deck, so I guess we just get a second Primeape going. Because again, we do have the advantage. You know, us having the advantage... Nah, I was going to say maybe it would have been worth frontlining Primeape. We'll see how it goes from here. If we top deck a Giovanni, we can take down Weezing in one hit. Is this Primeape better than the old one? You know, it's all very situational. I wouldn't say one's better or worse than the other. Their Weezing might be trapped here because of the 3 energy cost retreat. If they do end up getting their evolution that they need, they might be in trouble. If we get a Geo here, it should be GG's. That's perfect. I'm going to take a relatively hard hit, but I don't think it's going to be for 120 damage. That's perfect. Gotta keep in mind we do have the advantage with damage. Let's see if they have the evolution. It is for 120 damage. When poisoned, it is for 120. I haven't played against Scolipede enough to know the number while poisoned. 70 plus. How would they? It's weird that they did that. Why would they? Okay, well, they just gave us a free win. Well, I guess if we had Sabrina, it'd be a free win. I don't know why they did that. Oh, you're right, because he can't evolve the active one. Okay. I guess he didn't have like any X speeds or anything to get out of there. Aerodactyl might have actually just clutched up with that. Because now we can just single tap punch with both of the Primeapes. Because we'll be hitting for, what, 70 both times? So we could technically 2-hit. Or, you know, use Primeape, hit once, and then trade. So we're going to X-speed out of here, get Primeape on the front line. And they didn't really mess up as much as they didn't have a choice there to evolve the front line. They messed up. Their mistake was putting the Whirlipede with no energy in the active slot. Or putting the Whirlipede with energy on the active slot. What they should have done is frontline the one with 0 energy. But then I don't know if they had X speeds or not, so I think they were stuck either way, right? Aerodactyl came in super clutch. Yeah, this deck is going to take a minute to learn and perfect. Aerodactyl definitely feels like a necessity in this deck. Only problem here is what I'm experiencing, and obviously like we're still just getting used to playing this and playing it for the first time, is Tauros doesn't feel like it's popping up that often. I don't think we need 2 copies of Farfetch'd. I did it to increase our odds of getting Farfetch'd as our basic. But the thing is, like, if we start with just Tauros, that would be a deadly start. I feel like we can do this, right? We got Professor's Research, 2 Sabrina, 2 Giovanni. What could we add in here if we take away one of the Farfetch? Because Farfetch is in just to give us some consistency. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. All right, I'm opening this up to the chat now. I'm curious. Genghis Kong. It's a lot of people's like favorite. You know what? I guess that is a pretty hard-hitting Pokemon. It's just that energy cost is what turns me off from using it. But if we frontline with Kingus, then it's not a big deal. We could even frontline with Kingus over Farfetch'd. I like the thing about this deck was it was supposed to all be about consistency. But I guess if we have the coin flip Mankey, then the consistency is kind of gone in anyway. What do y'all think? Should I use the low kick Mankey over the focus fist Mankey? I'll tell you right now, the promo one is not in the options here. You'd kill one of the Tauros here. The Tauros is kind of the wild card of the deck, though. That's the thing. 120 damage is gonna insta kill like a Celebi. With the Giovanni, of course. I guess that's a lot to bank on, but it is off meta for a reason. Hitmonlee over Kang for Magikarp. Well, at this point, we're just going to build a completely new deck. I'm trying to figure out ways to make like the 1 energy cost Pokemon work. I get what you are saying though with Hitmonlee. There's also a 1 cost Pokemon. And then at that point, yeah, we might as well just do Marshadow, and then we're just building a fighting deck. The original idea with this deck was do a colorless deck, but then I decided to throw Aerodactyl in, and I was like, well, if I do Aerodactyl, I might as well do Mankey Primeape. So what do you guys have for ideas for like a colorless deck? You'd put in the self-harming Mankey. Well, then we'd also have to put in the Primeape that follows. And then we're using 2 energy, which once again defeats the purpose of 1 energy. Jiggly. I have not used Jiggly into Wiggly. Two energy off Rip. Your active Pokemon is now asleep. But it's an EX card. It's such a weak EX card, I feel like. Oh, well then again, it's not a coin flip. It's a... They have to coin flip. Second Pidgeot is actually pretty good. Yeah, the Pidgeotto. That one does 50. Gust for 30 with 80 damage, and then into... Once during your turn, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active. Yeah, the Insta Sabrinas, but again, that's 3 evolution stages. This is tough, trying to build like a colorless deck. I guess, okay, let's commit to the plan of all colorless. Although I should definitely not. Let me just do a new deck because I don't want to ruin this one. We'll play this one out for a couple more games. I think maybe we replace Farfetch with Kangas, and then we have 2 coin flips leading. This is low energy, and then we'll try just straight colorless after, and we'll use Wiggly in it. Promo Jiggly would have been a decent fit. I wish I had it. I wish I had it. There was like a month where I didn't play the game in between launch and Mythical Island. Throwing a Mew to answer Char and Mewtwo. Again, we're trying to keep this deck very unusual card set. Wait, this is a really good setup start, especially with the old Amber there. And we're gonna be acting first, so we can throw Aerodactyl. Cinccino is another Pokemon that I want to use. If they don't get much on the bench, then we could kind of disrupt the evolution chain immediately. And we're gonna have the guaranteed 50 hits with Primeape. This is a really good start for this deck. Because their revenge also is going to be relatively meaningless. Using the research there. Hopefully they don't stall with Drud. Oh wow, we have 2 Primeapes. Well, they're gonna have to get this Geo out of the active spot if they do want to keep it alive to eventually turn it into Golem. And this Aerodactyl is gonna immediately stop it on the front line. I am gonna actually go out and throw Mankey down to protect us from a Sabrina because I don't want Tauros or Aerodactyl in the front spot. And if they do end up using Sabrina on us, then we can just, you know, evolve the Primeape again on the front line. Yeah, this is the Golem deck. So they do have Drud. That's what we didn't want to see, but it's not the end of the world because Primeape can take out Drud in 2 hits. Problem is Tauros is relatively useless against this deck because they shouldn't be rocking any EX. So it's just going to come down to our low energy Pokemon pressuring. So now it's kind of unfortunate that Tauros is just taking up a valuable spot. Play that energy on Aerodactyl, try to get it in play as soon as possible. Dude, I thought there was like thunder or something in my house. It's just my dog snoring very loudly behind me. Like very, very loudly. I can hear it through my headset. They got their second research. We're gonna have to deal with the Graveler, I'm assuming. We definitely lay this next energy on Primeape. And after that, we can stack Tauros, but not going to be super meaningful without an EX. Definitely shouldn't have laid it down pre-card flip, because I think the second I would have seen which deck we're playing against, I wouldn't have played it. Got 2 Genghis Khans. Almost made a mistake there. We can get rid of the Drud right away, and Marshadow is not going to be able to one-hit us on the trade, so we'll burn that energy and trade out Aerodactyl. We can secure this first point here before there's too much pressure on us, because they're not going to have any energy. They were loading up onto Marshadow too for this trade hit. So Aerodactyl is going to be very annoying. And depending on what they throw on the bench, we'll figure out where we're going to put this next energy. Oh yeah, that's a bit annoying. Luckily, all their Pokemon take 2 energy to hit, so we're not in immediate danger here. So on the next turn, our goal is going to be to get Aerodactyl out, but we're still going to attack here. That X-Speed is nice. Got a Pokeball here. It's going to be relatively useless until we lose Primeape. Oh, I didn't mean to do that turn. Whatever. Inconsequential. Sometimes you just have to burn the X speed for the plot, you know? Let's see if we can top deck a potion. Tauros belongs in no deck. The card sucks. Sabrina's gonna be nice. Look at this second energy laid down on the other Primeape. Man, if only we had an X speed though. That'd be crazy, huh? We don't want Aerodactyl getting traded there. Yeah, I like Tauros. I haven't gotten a value hit out of it yet, but I'm still very early in using this deck. That Graveler's Retreat is just so costly. They'll need an X speed to survive another turn, just to put in Drud, who can't attack. And if we get another Sabrina after that, then it's GG's. We might be looking at a clean sweep here. They end up using a Leaf there. But the problem is, again, unless they have an X speed, they're not going to be able to pull out either one of these Pokemon. Drud was their only choice. Okay, the Golem evolution would keep them alive, I guess, in theory, but now it's going to cost more energy. So they're kind of trapped here. I don't see a world where I'm ever going to need that energy on Tauros. Is there a reason to ever Sabrina here? I don't think so, because this Drud is stuck. So I think we're going to just keep hitting Drud. They're going to be forced on the next turn to find a way to pull him out and put Golem in. And if they can't do that, then they lose. Oh my god, unless they have all sorts of cards in their hand. Let's see what happens though. They dropped an egg on the bench. Literally does nothing. I don't think there's a way out of this. They have another Leaf. Okay, so I guess just put in Golem here and hope that I don't have a Geo, which I do. But I also have a Sabrina, which wins us the game on the next turn. So we'll say GG's. Primeape carried. What a game. This is why I really like the low energy cards, is just because it does put so much pressure on. We still haven't found use for Tauros yet, so it might be like the type of thing where we do end up throwing a Mew. That'll be game. I like the core concept of the like 1 energy cost attacks. Remove Tauros for potions or blue. Thing is, like, we need some type of Pokemon to build energy on. You know who might oddly work in this deck is Onyx. Again, Onyx only hits for 70. It costs 4 to retreat. Never mind. I didn't realize how dog shit Onyx is. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad Onyx is. I thought he hit way harder. Tauros doesn't really feel like it's getting any value, but I feel like the second I do that, we're gonna go up against a Celebi deck, and then it's just gonna be like, okay. But I think we might as well throw Mew in, right? What do you guys think? What are we missing? Because I don't think this deck, I mean, this deck I guess could work if we just add 2 more trainers. I see some suggestions of like blue and a potion, because we aren't rocking potions. I guess a potion could help our Primeape potentially. What do you guys think? What should we add into this deck now? Or do we like the low energy cost Pokemon? I just feel like I want some type of Hitmonlee over... Dude, I just don't know. I just don't think... Again, if we do Hitmonlee, this deck is essentially now just going to be a fighting deck. We had Farfetch'd in originally. Is Pidgeot comp low energy? Pidgeot is alright. Farfetch'd is also a good choice. So should we just be mad consistent? We can throw in another Farfetch'd, right? And it's just like a very consistent hitting deck. We could okay, 2 Farfetch'd in, and then we can remove Mankey Primeape. Hold on. And then we could do Hitmonlee. Maybe we do 1 Hitmonlee. I don't see a reason to have 2. And then a blue. This is definitely the most strange deck I've ever like attempted to play. It's so stupid. So Hitmonlee, Aerodactyl EX, 2 Farfetch'd, 2 Kangas, and then 2 potions, 2 XP, 2 Pokeball, 1 Old Amber for Aerodactyl, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Giovanni, 2 Sabrina, 1 blue. I liked Mankey Primeape in the deck so much though. Anyway, Pidgeot EX I like a lot. That's the wrong thing. I liked Pidgeot EX a lot. I haven't played it since we like originally played it. I need to edit that video though. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, what we're doing today is trying out like very odd off-meta cards that you don't see very often. And somehow we've come to the build of just low energy, initially like hard hitting Pokemon. So Farfetch, we've got Hitmonlee for any retreats. Kangas, Coin Flip factor in the deck. Going up against a Zapdos EX lead, so this is most likely a Pikachu EX deck, just judging by the fact that Pika's on the bench there. We do have blue, which I've never played before. But 2 Pokeballs to get going. This is gonna be a very tough deck to play. Hitmon is a big pull there, because we only have 1 copy as well. Second, Farfetch. Use the Professor's Research. 2 Kangas, okay, and then we have the old Amber. Do we lay down the Amber now? This isn't like an evolution heavy deck, so I don't think the Amber is going to matter to be on the fields. I don't see a reason to lay down Hitmon now. We could, okay, yes, we could lay the Amber, but I don't think it's going to end up mattering because of the fact that, like, once we pull Aerodactyl, if we wanted to use it, it would take 2 turns to energy up anyway, so there's no reason to lay the Amber down right away. I see what you guys are saying with putting Hitmon down to potentially scare the Pikachu. It just sucks that I don't have an X speed here, though. I think we just go with the attack off rip. The Amber doesn't seem like a necessity right now. So they have the Thunderbolt Raichu, which means this most likely is a Lieutenant Surge deck. And them already having Pikachu EX kind of cooks me. Kind of cooks me. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. It's okay. They'll throw Pikachu in on the next turn. So we'll see if we can use Dizzy Punch to get Zapdos down to being 30 damage. Then we can knock out Zapdos from the bench. We'll still obviously have to deal with Pikachu. But we do have a Sabrina to work with. I could blue now to protect myself from a bench Pikachu attack, but let's see if we can get double heads. All right, that's not a good start. Not the start we're looking for. Not the start we're looking for. But maybe they don't send Pika on the front line quite yet. And again, if they do, it still could be all right potentially. If we pull Aerodactyl. Because they only hit us for 60 here, which isn't that big of a deal. And we could potentially hit them for 60 back. Alright, we might be cooked, boys. We might be cooked. Yeah, here a Primate would have been nice, huh? But I got talked out of removing him from the deck. Giovanni, okay, I need to know, does Giovanni affect... Oh no, Zapdos is weak to electric, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Tauros would have been good too. I swear, man, as soon as you change a deck, the game knows. This would have been the perfect matchup for the deck I was playing before we made the switch. Geo doesn't work with Hitmonlee. Good to know, good to know. I don't know why I'm questioning it, like I even had a Geo, right? Okay, hear me out, boys. 4 heads in a row. 4 heads in a row. That puts a lot of pressure on. Watch this. There's one. There's two. This Pikachu's going down. Just wait. Nah, I'm not gonna not listen to chat. It was the luck of the draw. Again, we're just doing like random decks today, so it's gonna happen like that. I'm not worried about it because this Pikachu's about to go down. No worries. Oh, you can tell this Pikachu's scared. You can tell he's scared by the way that he is. You guys were wondering how we get out of this situation? This is how. We just need to get 2 more heads. Easy. Easy double heads here. We're gonna lay down the old Amber too, because after we get the double heads, we're gonna top deck our Aerodactyl. Here we go, Pikachu EX, done. Yo, that's how you deal with Pikachu. That's how you deal with Pikachu. Just 4 heads in a row and you're good. Oh, buddy. Now what are you gonna do? Hit us with your other Pikachu? Probably. And hear me out. After they do that, we land 2 more heads, and then we drop Aerodactyl down, and we're good. Don't Giovanni. Don't Giovanni. Wait, you Sabrina'd? Tell me you're scared without telling me you're scared. I mean, there's no way we can survive this from Pika. So what we're gonna need to do now is top deck Aerodactyl. And then lose. We need a top deck Aerodactyl, so the only move here is to put the Amber down. It's gross. That's gross. How many cards do we have? 6? Yeah, the odds were terrible on that. Yeah, this was a done deal from the beginning, but that is crazy how close we got. Yeah, Kangaskhan is the only option here. Hey, two more heads, I guess. What do y'all think about that? 2 more heads? Might as well. Honestly, might as well. We got the extra energy on for good luck. Double heads real quick. Oh, okay. It's like that. It's all right. At least we got a nice little clip. that's cool. GG's. I think I figured out a decent colorless untested going in now. All right, sounds good. Dude, I don't know. I think the deck we had before might have been better. We had a consistent low damage deck, and this is like a coin flip deck now. Like, how did we get turned into this? So I downloaded the game, and now I'm addicted. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Hey, you know what? If you're a real one, throw in Zapdos. Thoughts? Let's gamble. Russian roulette. Put the gun to your head. Put out Zapdos. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Scared. Scared. Maybe if we had 3 energy on Genghis here, 2 potions. Yup. Maybe we'll live here, boys. Okay. Tragic. Hey, keep Raichu out. Gun to the head. Let's play Russian roulette, buddy. Come on. Do it. Oh, he kept him in. Oh no. Wait, put him back. I don't want it. Stop. Put him back. Don't do it. I lied. Don't do it. Ah. Okay. Yeah, no, good game, buddy. Good game. Shit. No one ever chose in this game. Facts. Dang, dude, what happened? I thought we had that. Where did it go wrong, chat? Where did it go wrong? As a Celebi deck user, it's perfectly balanced and fair. Honestly, couldn't agree more. No, I don't mind playing Celebi. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm so content with this game. Like, I enjoy it because I understand that you could be the greatest player of all time. Literally the greatest player of all time with the best deck of all time. You're still going to lose matches. And I think it's because of that kind of random gamble factor that makes it so I don't mind losing, or like losing to a Celebi. Like, if you play it well or you had fun, I think that's all that really matters. And I'm not just being like a good sport about it. I think it's because I lost a lot of my competitive drive over the years, and I come from Call of Duty, like a very competitive scene, and I don't have that competitive drive anymore. So I just enjoy playing this game, I think, because of the randomness in part. So that's why I think I've been enjoying the game so much. All right, what do we think? What's the move now? Hey, 2 Pro, cook with me. I don't know how we feel about Khan in this deck. Did we just go back to the deck that we were doing a video on that was like succeeding? Like, do we just rebuild it? 'Cause I'm about to. We were having success with it. We won against the Venipede matchup too, right? Yeah, we won that one. Y'all hating on, hold on, everyone was hating on Tauros. We're leaving, we're fixing this up. We're fixing this up. Let me cook, boys, let me cook. We gotta experiment around a little bit more. So we had Mankey, Primate, Aerodactyl, Farfetch'd. I had 2 Farfetch'd in, but I don't mind actually having 1 Kangaskhan. 1 Kangaskhan. We can do that. We have 2 potions now. I guess the difference is we don't have Tauros. Maybe we put 1 Tauros in? Low key, this is like a crazy deck when you look at it because of the fact that where's all my spare energy gonna go? Should we just throw Mew in over Kangas? Because we need just one energy and 1 Pokemon in this lineup that can take like a bunch of energy, or like stockpile of energy. I feel like Mew kind of fits into every deck though. Marshadow is more efficient than Tauros. That's definitely true, I think. But then I'm just back to playing a Mankey Marshadow deck, which is not something, I guess I haven't done a video on it, but it's not like new. I just wanted to have a game with Tauros in it though. I think the main takeaway, like the main core of what we're building this deck around though, is gonna be Farfetch'd, Mankey, Primate. All very consistent hitting 1 energy cost cards. Mew is just too try hard. That's true. That's true. You know what? Give me a Sabrina off rip. If we top deck Sabrina, never mind. I was gonna say we could kill the Amber. Bro, why am I playing against like the same deck? Oh, I have psychic energy in my deck. You know what? That's fine. We'll take Mew out. We'll just do all 1 energy cost cards. How about that? The 1 energy cost card deck. Well, no, because we have Aerodactyl in there. Get rid of Khan. Energy mishap. Yeah, it'd be like that, truly. All right, we've declared Mew as 2 tryhard for the deck. So now our starters are Mankey and Farfetch. Those are literally the only starters. Dude, honestly, I might as well just... Yeah, we'll throw 1 Marshadow in here. Can we not have 1 Tauros in this deck? Are we not gonna do that, boys? This deck was originally around Tauros. You know what? Screw you guys. We're keeping him in. TAU? I don't know how to spell his name. Oh, there he is. Where's the foil version? Tauros is my wild card. All right, let me cook. Let me cook with my wild card. You can hear Ken saying concede. Why quit? I had the wrong energy on. Okay, this is where we cook. This is where we cook. Oh, we're probably going up against a Celebi deck too. See, this is where Tauros could be like super punishing, especially because we have Mankey and Primeape, and our first attack is going to be a 50 damage one because we're going first. So we'll already have the evolution on board. Trust me, chat. Trust me. Oh my god, they loaded up their freaking bench immediately. They got Snivy, they got Celebi, and they have Caterpie to start, which is their perfect start. Again, on the bright side, at least we're going to be Primeape killing Caterpie on the next turn, which might not be super expected. I don't know if we bother dropping Farfetch now. I think we just accept the cards that we got and see what we pull on the next turn when we have energy. They don't have Servine. They don't. I don't believe it. They're gonna find a friend. We're gonna kill off Caterpie, and then we'll be at the energy advantage. We'll put the pressure on immediately with forcing them to put a player, or a Pokemon on the active slot. Now we lay Farfetch down just in case. This is the start, man. This is where our deck punishes. Is decks that take a while to set up but don't have a blocker. And if we can end up pulling the one Sabrina, then we'll be good. I was not expecting them to frontline Celebi. Oh, they have Servine. They have Superior already. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get ourselves an egg real quick. There's Sabrina. Unfortunately, Sabrina really doesn't do anything in this situation. But we could potentially force them to burn an energy. I don't know if we bother with the Sabrina now. Our big problem is kind of coming down to where are our basics now. We got like 12 basic Pokemon. Again, Tauros would be great in this situation. We'll just try to slowly chip away at Celebi's HP, I suppose. Primeape, do your thing. You know what? Honestly, Primeape hits for 50 here and then survives the coin flips. Sure, they might have Superior. Sure, they might have Erica. But if they don't, imagine. Imagine, Chad. Imagine. It might be all right. Oh, it's fine. We survived 4 coin flips easily. I hear Pokemon's been secretly nerfing Celebi by forcing it to miss all of its attacks on this turn. This particular turn. Trust me. I've heard it from the official Pokemon developing team. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That went the wrong way. Shouldn't you X-speed Farfetch'd to save Primeape? No, our Primeape does not matter. What we should do is pull a basic Pokemon here. Okay, well, lovely to see you there, Tauros. A little late to the party there, buddy. A little late to the party. We're gonna need to try to stall the best that we can to get Tauros built up. I just don't see a world where we're gonna have enough time to stall to build Tauros up. Sabrina is our only option, but we only have one Sabrina. If that's a Marshadow, you can win. We put one Marshadow in the deck too, didn't we? X-speed in and X-speed out. How does that get us to survive 6 coin flips? I would love to know. At what point does the double X speed survive our 6 coin flips? I think, and hear me out, Farfetch'd might be okay. Farfetch'd will be fine. Look, it's hitting for 50. It's good now. You know what? Next turn, we top deck a Mankey, a coin flip Mankey, and land the heads. That's our out. Assuming, again, they don't have an Erica. They might have that. Oh, they don't. Okay, well, they might still get the potion. But that's no concern of ours. Because we're going to get Mankey. This is fine. This is all set up. This is the lore, the plot. This is all part of the plot. And if we top deck another Giovanni, ooh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Okay, this is fine. I'm assuming planning on attacking here. If we survive this and get a Geo, we're good. If we get our Mankey, we're good. Assuming we can get Tauros out. We survive! Okay, hold on. Let's top deck the Geo. Hold on. Dude, we can't keep getting away with this. We top deck Mankey, which is fine. Although we could use this opportunity to build up Tauros. We have 2 options. We can do the coin flip, or we can build up Tauros. What do you guys think? What's the move here? Gamble? You guys want to see the coin flip? All right, we coin flip it. We coin flip it. Come on now. Mankey. Ah, they left. Yes. They're scared of Mankey. We got them with the bluff. They got scared. Dude, why? We can't keep doing this to Celebes. It keeps happening. How does this keep happening against Celebes? It's the second time in 24 hours that they've quit. They didn't want to see the flip. Dude, yeah, what? Wow. What irony. The Celebi user was afraid of a coin flip. Isn't that crazy? What is our freaking deck right now anyway? Game devs in chat for sure. I told you. I literally told you. So we do have one Marshadow. That's crazy that we pulled the Tauros then. Honestly, happier with the way it went today. Get 30 coin flips today? Well, aren't you just a turd of a person? That's crazy, Bryce. I need to play a Celebi deck and then just stack up coin flips. I need to do that at some point. Maybe today's stream will end with like drinking some wine and doing some coin flips. What do y'all think about that? Then again, I need to go to the gym today, so I don't know if I could do that. But also, that sounds like a good time. We finally find the Marshadow in our deck, but we're leading with it. At least we're going first, and with an X speed, we can get out of this situation. They've got Dratini. Let me punish him with a Mankey real quick. Or even a Farfetch'd is like crazy punishing. Tauros is useless because assuming they're building up Dragonite, you know, they won't be doing anything with an EX card. No gym today? Oh no, I can't be skipping days. Not happening. I do want a good Dragonite video. Dragonite's a tough deck though, especially because they have a Ram to start. We're gonna hit him with that early game Sabrina. This is the only Sabrina I have, but trust me, this is the play. So we're ideally gonna stop that Dratini in its tracks right here, right now. CMX, I haven't done viewer battles before. I don't plan on it, honestly. I think it's more fun to just have an organic, random experience. And especially against viewers, a lot of them would just either play counter decks against me or, you know, see what I'm doing. Did they just Misty? Oh, no. Aha, we're fine. We're fine. Top deck. Mankey. Honestly, what if our little bird beats him up? I think they're scared of our bird. We're going high investment with the support cards early game here because that's the only time that I actually have a shot at beating our opponent. If I Geo here, you know what? We're not going to. I was going to say if I Geo here, then that secures our Mankey coin flip if we end up top decking it. But we might as well just wait it out to see if we get the Mankey and then invest the Geo on the coin flip. You could run Slab in any deck if you're just trying to thin, right? We top deck the Mankey. Okay, we're getting rid of their Articuno right here, right now. We're coin flipping, boys. We're coin flipping. I'm burning this energy off. And we're Geo coin flipping the Articuno. Ah! Let's go! Let's go! They didn't let us coin flip in the last match. We coin flip in this one. Mankey hits that. If they don't have a Geo themselves and they try to frontline with Dratini, then we just survive, right? And then have Primeape. Now we're hitting guaranteed 50s. This is fine because That was going to be a 2-hit Pokemon anyway. So this changes nothing. We don't fall asleep. We don't fall asleep. And if we do, we trade with Marshadow. Okay. We wake up. Oh, we're still in it, boys. Professor's research. We need to build up something that hits hard here. Pokeball. Oh, we got the other Mankey. There's our Primate. No reason to lay Mankey down now. They're still hunting their Dragonite. Their Dragonite is where things are going to get kind of sketch. Marshadow is ready to run. We need to get our Aerodactyl in development. That's what we really need. A lot of pressure is going to be on them here to lose this point, though. So we'll see what their play is. If they decide to put us to sleep, we just wake back up. It's not a big deal. Now, we're not going to put energy on Tauros because it's only going to hit for 40 for 3 energy costs, so there's no point in having it on the board. They just got a lot of stall cards, though. So that's tragic. How many Pokemon do they run in this deck? Hold on, this deck has a lot of Pokemon in it. Dude, my Primate's just gonna wake back up. It's not a big deal. Wait, hold up. They have more coin flips? Wait. Wait, hold up. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting the best results in every scenario. Watch this, heads. Dude, the coin flips. Chad, I think I might have developed a gambling addiction to coin flips. Let's see if we can get something on the bench here. 3 cards left. Aerodactyl, Old Amber, and what else? I don't want to start developing another Primate. Oh, Primate. That's the other. Yeah, that's literally the other option. Yeah, I don't want to start developing this Mankey yet. Because we still have our Marshadow trade. We might be all right here, boys. We might be all right. We'll be hitting for 70. They have no Sabrina play because we'll just put Farfetch'd in, which will allow our Marshadow to get the trade. Drop another bench to spread out the Dragonite damage. Well, they don't have Dragonite, right? They just finally evolved the Dragonair. So ideally on this next turn, we can get our Old Amber. But we just need to make sure the Old Amber doesn't get hit by one of the random 50s. Our Mankey survives. We're fine. This Hypno has hit every heads, so do we. They're just giving us little catnaps to come back even more powerful. How is that still not the Pokemon we needed? How has it managed to still not been the Pokemon we needed every time? Ah, man. Are we gonna have enough turns to develop this? At least Kangaskhan is down. Marshadow will come in clutch. Depending on who they put in after we get this knock. I've got to assume they're going to be going... Well, they still have 7 cards. They still have 7 cards. I don't want to lay Tauros down. I still feel like we should play for our Aerodactyl. We're in a really good spot. I do want to have damage, though. Tauros is useless because it's EX. That's all we gotta say. I don't want to waste this energy though, but there's nothing we can do with it. All right, we'll do this. Tauros is gonna tank. We're finishing this with Primate and Marshadow. It's not a big deal. Marshadow solos. Because if they put Dragonair on the front line, well, then we have to face it. They need a top deck of Dragonite here. They have 7 cards in their deck. I'm assuming they just top decked a Pokeball. Oh, they have it. It's okay. Mankey and Marshadow survive. Mankey and Marshadow survive here. Oh, that blue is no good. I don't have a second Sabrina in this deck. Oh! We're awake. Oh! Oh! Ah, worst possible outcome. Oh! Ugh. Ah, disgusting. Disgusting. It's okay. We're fine. How are we fine? I don't know. I don't know, but we find a way to be fine. There's literally no way to survive here. There's no out. There's no out. Yeah, there's no out. Ooh, that's tough, boys. That's tough. We had them with the coin flips, though. I kind of like their deck a lot. Dude, why didn't it 200 Farfetch? Why? Why didn't it 200 Farfetched? That's all we needed. Should have hoped that Marshadow didn't die and you could have won. Well, I definitely hoped that Marshadow wouldn't die. I did hope for that. The thing is, it appeared to have not worked. The hope did not seem to work out. Dude, our Aerodactyl was on the bottom of the, or the egg was on the bottom of the deck, the old Amber. That was our out. So every game where I've had Tauros, it has been useless. The few games that I've taken it out of the deck, I would have needed it to win. We're leaving Tauros in. We're committing to this trash deck. Marshadow Golem, what do you think? That's a real deck. That's something I had used before. Again, we're for anyone just tuning in, we're using a colorless kind of troll deck almost. I might have to do an all coin flip deck after this. Yeah, Tauros is useful against Celebi. Looks like we're going against a fighting deck here though, so most likely Golem. Maybe they have an Aerodactyl that we can counter with the EX. No, it's exactly, you know, what it should be. Golem, Marshadow, Drud. I'd be very surprised if they also play Aerodactyl EX in this. So let's hope that we don't find Tauros. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. There's Marshadow. This is good. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Give me heads. Let's ruin their stall. Immediately ruin their stall. When the luck goes, it goes. How have the Mankey flips been treating you? They were treating us pretty well. Primeape coming in hot. Oh, we're alive, gentlemen. We're alive. Guaranteed 50. Yeah. 20 damage back. We're fine. We have a potion that didn't even exist. I don't know what decks would be good with that immersive Mew, to be honest. The secret immersive Mew. We need another basic here, or the old Amber. I like that. I'm gonna put it down right away because I just like it that much. No reason to use the potion here because Mankey is going to get traded by Marshadow, but then we trade their Marshadow with our Marshadow, and at that point we pull the Aerodactyl and we win the game. How does that sound? That's the plan. I don't see there being a universe where they throw in a different Pokemon other than Marshadow for the revenge. They're debating it though. That old Amber has to scare them a little bit. Yep. Aerodactyl secures the win for us. Yeah, he could try, you know, Hitmonlee, but if Hitmonlee went for a kill, then we just... Oh, that was the least expected of the plays. I'm assuming they have Graveler, and they'll have to frontline Graveler. I don't need a potion now, but we can definitely potion on the next turn. I have so many basics in my deck. That's weird that my hand is no basics. Guess we'll just load up Marshadow for the revenge early. And just keep going after their Juds. There's no universe where they kill my Primeape with Geodude. Not only would they waste a leaf to get this Drud out, but we would just do so much damage with Marshadow on the follow-up. That sucks that they potioned. They get to live another turn. To be fair, they're stalling, but we also benefit from the stall. So now we have Aerodactyl in play. Aerodactyl in play, who... Shoot, do we frontline Aerodactyl? I think we do. I think we have to Aerodactyl frontline. So we're going to use a potion to prevent... Well, I guess Hitmonlee in no scenario will ever go after us because we'll just kill it too. So we'll X speed the ape out of there. Let us cook, chat. Hold on. Because they can't get to Golem, who would be capable of one-hitting Aerodactyl. And Marshadow's not going to hit us for 120. And even if somehow they found a way to kill Aerodactyl, we just kill him with Marshadow on the revenge. This game is looking like it's over. Putting in their Geodude also forces them to not be able to evolve, so that's game even more. GG's. The Aerodactyl block Save the day. Primeape, the champion, MVP again. The consistent damage is kind of taken away here at this setup, Dex. Tauros is putting in the work. Shut up. Stop. What? We're playing against non-EX decks, man. Is this like a just non-EX meta right now? I don't want to hear it. I understand it, but I don't want to hear it. What about, what? I meant Hitmonlee. Yeah, you could have tried to kill Amber and hoped you didn't have the evolution. Yeah, but if he did Hitmonlee, then their Hitmonlee would have just died to Primeape in 2, and it would have taken them 2 hits to kill the egg. So they would have traded. Hitmonlee would have killed the Amber, right? Primeape would have killed Hitmonlee, and then who would have killed Primeape? They would have had a front line. First of all, we had Aerodactyl, so we were safe to it. They still could have gone for it, but then again, they would have died either way. We would have been fine, is my point, either way. Their best move probably was to put in Hitmonlee, but it's just we obviously had our cards in our hand. We knew that we were fine. All right, we're frontlining the bird. Professor's research in hand. Old Amber. Oh no, we're playing up against a Pikachu EX deck. Okay, well, at least we act on energy first. If they build up their bench, we're a little cooked here. This would be a great time to pull Tauros. We get Sabrina. I like the universe where we decide to just go crazy attacking Pikachu, though. Marshadow would be cool. I could live with the Mankey. Oh, there's Tauros. We still are gonna need another Pokemon to... Still gonna need another Pokemon here to block. I have a feeling they're gonna try to attack with Detonate and move Pikachu to the back. So I borderline want to put this energy on Tauros and just be able to counter Pikachu as soon as they put it out. We also have the Amber we could lay down just to block from... We'd block from a Sabrina, but I don't think that benefits us. I think we let Farfetch just sit there on this turn, and then we put the energy on Tauros. If they put it in Detonate, I'm not sad about that. Yeah, there's the Zapdos. Oh, there's the loaded bench. And they're retreating Pikachu, though. I guess they don't want to be traded. Tauros doesn't perform here. I don't know. It's going to be a struggle situation for Tauros to perform here, though. That's the problem. We need a little bit of support on the bench, because Tauros cannot be going in. So we're gonna have to drop the old Amber now. Unfortunately, we got double Primeape, no basics. Farfetch is gonna be going down on this next turn, and then our only option is gonna be to frontline the old Amber and just, you know, hope for the top deck. Just because again, we don't have any other Pokemon as an option. Then again, they'll be 10 damage shy as long as they have... as long as they don't have Giovanni. So we could be all right, and we do have the Sabrina. We'll see where things go here. We could be all right. I have a potion in my hand, right? Yeah, we frontline Tauros. Hit Dedenne. Tank the hit back. Use the potion. This is Tauros' game. Tauros' time to shine. We have no other card to work with, so Tauros has to do it all. But it definitely can here. Again, assuming they don't have Geo. If they have Geo, well, if they have Geo, we die. Unless we top deck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ha ha ha! We're fine. We're fine. We stall a little bit longer. We need Aerodactyl. We are okay. We are okay. The double potion. Do we go after Zapdos? I don't. If we Sabrina here, who do they decide to put in? And we only have one Sabrina on the deck, though. So if we don't pull a basic, we're still dead. I doubt they heck us with Zapdos. That just seems like a mistake. I think we Sabrina here, right? If they sacrifice Dedenne, they put Zebstrika back on. I can't survive another Zebstrika attack. Because then their Pikachu will just come in. Whatever. As much as I like threatening the Zapdos, I feel like I need to save my Sabrina. We'll see what their move is. We're giving them more opportunity to top deck Geo, though. They potion, so I'm assuming probably don't use Geo here. And then they put the energy on Zapdos. Alright, now we desperately need Aerodactyl. We don't get it, so we can just drop the Amber. So Tauros is still full HP, and we have Mankey finally. So we'll discard that. It was good that it wasted a turn away. Again, the problem here lies that I just only have one Sabrina. Retreating here is not a good option. We have to just face Zebstrika and take it out. Luckily, we do have Primeape, though. So we get this attack down, get Zebstrika and Dedenne within one hit of Primeape. We'll eat whatever attack this may be on the chin, especially now that they use Professor's Research. Because they're not going to be able to hit us with Geo Pikachu. That was the best outcome, was having them attack Tauros. Especially getting that X speed too. That makes my life so much easier. Because we're gonna retreat with this energy on Tauros, so it's only gonna burn one. Mankey goes into Primeape, who guarantees that we hit here to kill Zebstrika. Oh, I could have couldn't I have killed with Primeape? Because this had 70 HP. Yeah, I may have no, because I didn't want to burn the energy, so I don't mind this attack at all. That XP was clutch. But if they have Sabrina, well, if they have Sabrina, we lose. Probably would have been worth to burn the 2 energy off of Tauros to guarantee that kill there. Let's see if they have Sabrina. If they don't have Sabrina, then we win this. As long as Zapdos stays on the front line. Looks like they're going for an attack. Please, please attack. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. They have blue. They have blue in this deck. They have blue. Blue is just as good as Giovanni. That's tragic. Because they just throw Zapdos back in. Obviously, Zapdos isn't going to guarantee a kill against Tauros, but it is going to be very difficult. Just concede. I mean, they'd have to hit coin flips, though, right? Oh, no, they put Pikachu in. Hear me out. Hear me out. They put Pikachu in. Yeah, it's over. Dude, we have so many basics in this deck, and we somehow have all of them on the bottom. Yeah, their blue came in clutch. Maybe I should have just left Zapdos in and seen if they went for the coin flips rather than going after... Because maybe they wouldn't have retreated Zapdos or Pikachu. Probably would have been best just to let them go for the coin. Wait, what? Wait, what? The game's still over, but... The game's still over, don't get me wrong. But we hit these! Ah! Ah! Hey, please put in Zapdos and coin flip, because that would make me happy. Aww. Oh, okay, GG's. Whatever, we got an extra point. Ugh. I don't think this deck has the capability of ever beating Pikachu. Unless somehow we